What time is it? Game time! Woo!
I really hope Carl was teasing us.
No, look, he had his fucking shit on mute. It's right there on the screen. He muted himself.
But what's funny is, Mike, is I can read lips, right? And I knew exactly what Carl was saying. And now he's frozen, I think.
You know, Carl like runs the IT department at his work. Like
I can't even imagine. Oh, Carl.
Carl, you okay, man? I think he froze, dude. Oh, that stinks.
No, Carl, no. Stop coming at me.
I honestly thought he was joking when he did that because we were trying to fix Carl's mic. The last few episodes, Carl's audio hasn't sounded the best, and that's because Carl has a decent Yeti microphone. It's just he's got it mounted above him, and it's too far away above him, so it's not picking up his voice, right? So we got him to lower the mic. That way he's closer to the mic, and it was picking him up much better. And you could tell that he was getting a little frustrated, but we're just trying to improve the audio for everybody. And of course, Nostalgia's behind the scenes being a torturous pain in the ass where, you know how when we fix things, we're like, is it better now? Nostalgia's the first one to go, nope, terrible, making it more frustrating. And then we go live. I thought Carl was horsing around. Like, these guys think my mic sucks. I'm just going to pantomime the whole thing. And he lost his internet, which really, really sucks. So hold on. He just sent a DM. I'm checking him on my phone. Okay, he's rebooting his PC. So yeah, hopefully we didn't break his PC. I had tech issues too, guys. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, I didn't like, apparently Windows wants to do updates, and I hate it, when that stuff comes out, and it did updates, and then my microphone software needed an update, and then I did the update. And this is so funny. I did the update, and then my microphone was not working. It was not working, guys. And so what's funny is, as I'm sitting here, I was getting really mad. I was supposed to go live in like 3 minutes. Carl's messaging me like, where are you guys? Where are you guys? And I'm like, I'm having tech issues. I'll try and get there. And then I find out, Mike, I had to unplug the microphone to run an update to update the device that the microphone is plugged in, the little switcher board or whatever. So I forgot to plug it back in after I did the update. So I'm like, why is my mic not working? I did the update. Did the update break it? The update to the microphone switcher thing? We're just giving Mike.
Computers and updates are so complicated. I really wish we had an IT professional on staff here at Super Game Room Dudes.
That would be good.
Should we just wait until Mike finishes his ice cream cone before we start the show?
No, it's totally fine.
I'll wait, Mike. I'll wait.
Well, we're just going to sit in silence till I get this ice cream.
Yeah, seriously, because I can't stand it when people eat on air. So
I know.
Go ahead. I think it's disgusting and unprofessional.
Have you no shame, Patrick? Have you no shame?
So we'll just wait, guys. We're just gonna wait. In fact, we'll
Hey, Mike,
no
what you
offense.
eating?
Vanilla ice cream cone.
Nice. How is
All
it?
right.
It's
Yeah,
actually delicious.
I believe you.
All right. Well, let's see if Mike's ice cream melts, guys. Whenever you're ready, Mike, we'll continue.
I think Paul Mindeman needs a Snickers. He's been complaining all night. Complained about ads. Complaining about me eating.
Yep.
Life would be a lot better with a Snickers, Paul.
Yep. Just whenever you're ready, we'll start the show.
I'm sorry. Look,
Is
Mike,
my
no,
mic
you-
on, gentlemen?
Buddy, just keep doing your thing, but this is nice. We're just having a nice little intimate
little-
moment right
a little-
now, and it's great.
A little ice cream for the live audience. You know what I mean?
So, Mike, why don't you give us like a play-by-play?
So
well, I scream, you scream. We all scream for ice cream. And sometimes, it takes you back to a simpler time. I'm a big fan of nostalgia, and nothing makes
You
me
mean
more
nostalgia?
No, I am most certainly not a fan of that motherfucker. So, anyways, ice cream makes me feel super nostalgic. Like, it's a simple thing. Like, my wife's like, "Do you want an ice cream cone?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I want an ice cream cone." Then you have your little ice cream cone. It's a tasty treat. It's not too much. It's just right. Just a little ice cream.
you know what the best part about ice cream cones are, Mike? Finishing it.
Well,
No,
just go on without
absolutely
me.
not.
Just take me off screen if you got to. I'm just
You know what,
ice
P-Dubs?
cream.
You sound like you're a selfish lover. You sound like you're a selfish lover. If the only thing that matters to you is getting to the end, you don't appreciate the journey, you are one selfish son of a bitch.
Oh, look, again, Paul Mindeman. Just all complaints all the time. Not talking about Iconic Arcade. Not talking enough about Arcade 1-Off.
You know what, Mike? I'm going to join you. I'm going to join you, buddy. Let's do this,
Light
baby.
it up. We're eating now.
Let's do it, baby.
Carl, let's do a
Carl,
mic check.
You got some crackers with you, right?
The mic sounds nice. Check one.
It's better. It's better. It was just too far away from you, and now it sounds better. So less echoey. Big shout out to the live chat for
I'm
your
just trying to hide
patience.
my face.
Only the Super Game Room Dudes, the longest running home arcade podcast in home arcade history, can get away with a 5-minute segment about an ice cream cone and continue to gain viewers and not lose any. Let's remember the power that we have.
What else are they going to do? It's not like there's anything else on right now.
Oh man, too funny. So we have a number of topics tonight. We got some late breaking photos and info.
No,
Thank you,
keep
bud.
it up, buddy. Why are you doing that?
Because it's just
Excellent.
it's just
Until Mike comes back, I'm on
Look.
the strike too.
look, when I'm here streaming, I try to stay quiet while other people are talking so it doesn't ruin what they're trying to say. I'm glad to see Mike is growing up.
Well, while he's finishing up his ice cream, I'm going to do the intro again. What up, YouTube? Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. It's your boys, Detroit Love, P-Dubs Arcade Love, Michael B. the Game Genie, and Nostalgia with another episode of the Super Game Room Dudes Friday night. Just not live.
Welcome to the Friday Funhouse. That's right, guys. Today is Friday, March 21st, 2025, and you're tuning into your favorite, the best, the greatest of all time, the #1 and longest running home arcade podcast on YouTube, the Super Game Room Dudes. I'm your host, P-Dubs. With me, as always, Steven. I love piracy nostalgia. Michael B, I have no morals or manners. 2 pins.
I'm here for the community, and the community seemed like they needed a cool treat.
And Carl, Detroit Love, the legend of the Midwest. How you doing, guys? Welcome to the show. We got a number of topics to talk about. We're going to talk
really quickly, though. We have a new accolade you didn't include. We're now the only home arcade podcast in this space that has entertained people with an ice cream cone eating. That is another accolade.
This is true. This is true. This is another first for us, guys.
The funny thing, like, you know what? Let's all congratulate P-Dubs on his professionalism.
I was back on a roll. I was back on a roll, and I got interrupted.
When the stream ends, P-Dubs is like, I got to get out of here right now. I'm crashing. I need food. I'm crashing.
That does happen probably 3 out of 4 times. 60.
Don't you hate it when you're co-hosting a podcast and your co-hosts have no manners, no care, no empathy for the other hosts, nor the audience? Nobody wants to hear you crunching on a fucking ice cream cone right when a podcast starts. Nobody! Nobody!
Don't worry, guys. That was
unfortunately, guys, P-Dubs had to leave. His sugar got low, and he couldn't eat on stream.
And don't worry, that wasn't the real Sand in the Vag segment. We will have another Sand in the Vag segment later on in the show where you guys can send us a bunch of super chats to promote that series. So I know that was really in and out quick, just like P-Dubs likes to do it, but I promise we will take our time and do a more methodical approach to that segment later on in the show.
Brick in the crotch show right there.
Yeah. James hates everything. $5. Michael B finishes video games faster than ice cream cones, as well as sex. Kevin Clausen is here with $2. Says great Sandy segment. Thanks so much, guys. That was a weak one. Sorry, Billy. Maybe we're just prepping you for the main event later. You know what I'm saying?
This is just a little sampler.
Yeah,
now, hold
you
on,
guys got to understand, we're just trying to get P-Dubs as grouchy as possible so we can really monetize the Sand in the Vag.
That's how we do this, baby.
No.
That's how we do this. Now, I do want to say, for a very long time, I used to indulge occasionally in a big, long banana during our show. And quite frankly, P-Dubs, you seem to enjoy that segment. I'm not sure if it gave you some visuals that excited you a little bit or not. I don't know exactly why you're a big fan of it, but you seem to appreciate that segment. Why do you have a problem with Mike eating ice cream cones during our show?
He liked that segment because he appreciated the fact.
It's too much.
He appreciated the fact that while you were eating it, you made direct eye contact with him at all times.
Oh, I have to. That's like
eye contact is so important.
It's the only appropriate way to eat a banana. You have to make eye contact.
The difference between ice cream cones and bananas. Let's talk about it. All right. When you're eating a fucking ice cream cone on air, crunching away while other people are trying to fucking talk is a goddamn problem. Now, a banana is not fucking crunchy. Okay. It's not crunchy, nostalgia. Can we get the show started proper here? No,
I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we have we want to talk about Texas Pinball Fest. A lot of stuff happening there. And if you don't like real pinball, we don't care. Iconic Arcade Double Dragon got some late breaking news. It just happened about 30 minutes ago or whatnot. B Kong is at the Arc System Works tournament event out in California where Iconic Arcade is, and they shared a bunch of pictures of the Iconic Arcade Double Dragon cabinets. I have those here. I just got to pull them off the internet, save them on my PC, and show them to you guys. So I'll do that while I'm stalling for time when letting other people talk. GRS Build A Cade FU. We got some new control panels and news from Glenn on that Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Mike wants to talk a bit about Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creed game that just came out.
Me and Nostalgia, because we both got codes, baby. We had early access.
Yeah. And then What else? What else? Oh, arcade one up. Aw.
Best interview ever.
We could do an hour-long Sand in the Vag about the Arcade 1-Up interview that just happened.
And we will.
And we will. And
there's
then,
also Xenoblade Chronicles X just came out
Yes.
as well today. And Nintendo Switch Online, Super Nintendo library keeps to get very, very strange and budgety. So we'll talk about that.
And then Mr. Detroit Love, did you have a we on the web, you on the web this week as well?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Do you want to kick off with that, or do you want me to do one of these small topics and then we get to the you on the web?
I can do it.
All right, guys, it is time for, once again, P-Dubs keeps forgetting to make the intro, but I'll make the intro soon. It is time, Carl. Get hyped. Get excited. This is your possibility, your potential, your opportunity where you might end up on the Super Game Room, dudes. Carl's always out there. He's in your bushes. He's hiding behind the telephone booth. That's right. He's watching to see if he can get you on the web. All right. Take it away, Carl. Whenever you're ready, it's your show.
Okay, guys. This week on the You on the Web, we're back with another awesome community spotlight. And this time we're featuring the Quarter Deck Arcade from YouTube. He's taken his passion for mini arcade collecting to the next level by creating his very own mini arcade inside his home arcade. His setup includes 13 arcade cabinets, a Zotar fortune teller, and a coin changer charger, making it a true miniature arcade paradise. He said that he just received his Zotar and he loves that thing. He has one more spot once he gets this thing assembled here in this video. He has one more spot. He's trying to figure out what he's going to do. Probably going to get another USB charger to help power all these machines. But this thing looks incredible. A lot of people are out there saying, hey, my arcade is full. I can't put another arcade one up or any of these other new larger cabinets. And a lot of us have started creating these smaller miniature arcades. So that's one thing you guys can do. So the question is to you guys today, what is your dream setup for a mini arcade? And how can you customize your space for it to be truly unique? He said he's going to be adding some accessories with some of the stools and other things to jazz it up. But look at that thing. He's got a bunch of Build A Cades. Most of his collection is Build A Cades. He's made just about every one that they have possible. Looks fantastic. Obviously has some replicas in there as well, but pretty cool setup. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's missing some very sexually explicit Barbie dolls that you could have in there for no good reason. I think that's what he's really missing.
He says he's got some in mind. He's going to be definitely adding some once he gets some stools so they can sit on.
Carl, what the fuck is the deal with the Barbie dolls? Like, why did you make it so sexual? Why'd you have the baby oil there and make it about Diddy?
Michael, I think that's you projecting.
It was in your post. You literally said they were having a Diddy party in your mini arcade.
No,
Mike, this sounds like it's a you problem. I don't think this is Carl.
You sexualized that. It was just two dolls in there. He just got his hair cut. He took off his shirt because he just got his chest hair trimmed up, and somehow you just sexualized the whole
thing. Sorry, Carl. Can we bring up the original post and then we'll see if I sexualized it?
Mike, the original post is not necessary. It's not even relevant. I think we got to talk. I think we got to talk about your reaction to this post. I think the reaction here is a little bit banned, and we got to talk about it, Mike. So what's going on with you and Barbie dolls and lubricant?
Yeah, I mean, why do you see them so different than the rest?
How in God's name was the original post not relevant when it literally says he's having a Diddy party and the baby Johnson's baby oil there? It
didn't say that.
Both products can be purchased at Walmart. There's significant correlation with why they could be in the same space.
A Barbie doll sized Johnson's baby oil could be found in Walmart.
Yeah. Yes. It's
one
one of Barbie's new accessories.
Bullshit.
All right, let's stop this here.
I think it comes in the exclusive freak out package.
Freak out.
You guys need to be nice to Carl. I love this. I love these segments. You guys got to be a little bit more supportive of Carl.
I do as well. I don't know why.
I mean, it's Michael B.
decided
He's
to
out there. He's
derail
right
it.
now. He's scouring this internet looking for porn on
That's
the live show. You know, for absolutely no reason. Porn has nothing to do with any of these episodes. You know, it doesn't.
Carl, show us your desktop.
I mean, right here.
No. Well, dude, if Carl put his screensaver on, we would immediately get our channel deleted off YouTube.
Yes.
They would delete it instantaneously,
But
automatically.
we will pick up 10,000 more subscribers.
Like, what happened? Where did they go? Do you guys remember the Super Game Room dudes? They were a fun bunch.
That was a great
right.
show there for a while. Till the ice creams and the porn.
Well, unfortunately, with you guys teasing Carl about his awesome segment, I've been able to get all the iconic arcade photos ready here so we can show those off and talk about that. But you know what we're going to do for Paul Middeman? Paul, Multicade Middeman in the live chat. We're going to make him wait 5 minutes.
I agree.
Before
Hey,
we...
Did you know that Paul Mindeman is actually a massive fan of multicades? In fact, I don't even think he owns a single like replica arcade, does he?
I don't think he does, man. I don't think he
so.
does.
I don't think
he
so. I
does.
think he's really pivoted and he's grown
Yeah.
quite a bit as a human being over the last several years.
Yeah.
Well done, Paul. I appreciate that.
You know, with all the shenanigans that have been going on, we completely forgot to say hi to the people that matter most, and that is the supporters of the Super Game Room Dudes podcast show. You guys in the chat, if you want your shout out, speak now or forever hold your peace. We got Billy Wood Mods is here. Bill's a retro gaming show. McLovin. Love McLovin. He's got a terrible fake ID, but we know it's him. Jim the Pacers fan. Nooner's here. Dick Watson. Bobby One ALU. Bo Knows Tecmo. Jason S. Goofy Foot, keeping it clean in the live chat for a change. Jason Little Alien is here. Yeah, Mike, stop being a weirdo. McLovin says that. B. Kirby, the Chicago arcade guy. Big B says the whole effing panel has sand in the vag tonight. What have we created? We have created a monster. Sounds like Mikey Two Pin's problem. Carl O is here. JT Brunick, Sexy MG, keeping the live chat hot. 720 Eric, the Fist of Love, Kevin Clausen, Rich Wodello. If I missed anybody else, Hazo's here. Jeremy K, Thor KC, Shane the 14. Shane for the teen. All right. Cat Dad's Arcade.
Yeah. That's like when you got to pick up your kids
Yeah.
from school and you got Winger. She's only 17 playing on the radio. It doesn't work out.
And every time I see him pop up in the live chat, I immediately hear Roman Reigns' music. It's time to acknowledge Mo, Mike of all trades, guys. Acknowledge him. Acknowledge him.
No.
Can we do this?
Yeah, you put the one finger up. You got to acknowledge Mo.
I didn't know that was a thing. I will do this moving forward.
Put the ones in the chat for Mike of all trades and acknowledge him, guys. Okay. JJ wants to know if we are going to advertise for other content creators who happen to be at Texas Pinball Fest. I'm just kidding, JJ. Unfortunately, we are not at Texas Pinball Fest, but we do know that Cool Toys there. He already put out some videos. Twisted Gaming TV is there. He put out some shorts. We do have a guy walking around who offered to send us pictures and videos. Good old Mark.
Yeah.
From the AtGames Facebook group, he offered. So he actually emailed me some videos and pictures and stuff earlier. What else? Who else is there that we know? Kerry Hardy, love Kerry Hardy. He's probably the biggest pinball channel. Who else is
I
there?
think it's still straight down the middle. It's the biggest pinball channel. But Kerry Hardy is the best, I would say, independent pinball channel, because straight down the middle are also pinball distributors, right? So it's a bit of a weird gray area there.
Yeah. And then Don's Pinball Podcast is there. He's a smaller channel, but he's okay. I mean, he's kind of funny.
Biggie D's there. We don't know how long he's going to be there because he only bought a 1 day pass, but he intends to try to go for 3 days. So we'll see what happens.
It's like Cleveland all over again in Chicago. Oh, we're just teasing Biggie. Keep your drawers on. He's going to get mad when he hears that on replay.
That's unfortunate.
But hey, we bust everyone's balls around here. All right, so we said hi We said hi to
Is
the
Moat
chat.
here? Why didn't you tell me Moat was in the chat, B-Dubs?
I told
Jesus
you
Christ.
Moat was here and to acknowledge him.
hell?
You guys are determined to get me in a bad mood. I swear. Also, what else we got? All right. So yeah, there's your highs. Give us a thumbs up. So there you go.
Or you can give us a thumbs down. It all works the same, believe it or not. So whatever.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So let's do Iconic Arcade. Let's get that off the let's get that off the bat. I don't have any kind of transition for them. What I'll do is I'll just keep playing the Arcade 1-Up one, and I'll just cover the logo with Iconic Arcade and Basic Fun. How's that sound?
Yeah, these transitions are really old. When was the last time you made one?
I'm the Sand in the Vag one I just made.
Well, yeah, but I mean for companies and stuff.
What do you mean for companies? Oh, you mean like that? Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
been a while. Yeah, we gotta do it. We got Mike. The whole show needs a fresh coat of paint. All right.
No, it doesn't. Just
Hold on,
just the transitions.
No. We already
Wake
talked
up.
about this last week. We said that for anything Iconic Arcade, we're just going to do the Arcade 1-Up segment.
And Basic Fun. It's all the same.
And Basic Fun, because it's all the same shit, right?
It's all the
That's
same.
true.
All right, so this stuff just got posted on the internet, guys. So this is B Kong over at the Arc System Works. They're having a tournament thing going on out in California. So since he's out in California, not that hard for him to get over there. And he just posted these about 30 minutes ago. He is there at the convention and with Bobby Vu and John D there as well. Taking a look at these Double Dragon arcade machines that they have. So I definitely want to.
He's here with us right now, too.
Yeah, he's here in the chat.
He's in the chat right now.
What do you mean you're
said,
editing your video, you
fellas."
dummy? You're supposed to be there live to be
Yeah.
the worst on-site correspondent ever.
Yeah, we could have brought you in live, B, but thanks for only caring about yourself.
Thanks for nothing, B. Now
Yeah,
we can't
you
even
jerk.
use you to further our own channel.
Yeah. I'm just
God.
trying to use your clout. Anybody else notice it's really weird that there's always some kind of trifecta of Bobby Vu, John D, and B Kong? Like you go back to Shaq's Funhouse, you go to the Arcade 1-Up event they had in California. Always that trifecta.
I got you, Mike.
Oh, yeah, the three of them, right? The three of
What
them.
up, B-Call?
Yeah, I wonder what that's all about. Maybe it's time, since we're talking about these companies, that we pivot the show, guys. We'll be right back. Oh, it's so funny. All right, so there we go, guys. All right. So I'm guessing these are just prototypes that they made for the show. You know what I mean? But here you go. So let me get your thoughts, Carl, as a owner of the IRK Double Dragon, and also as a fan of Double Dragon. What are your thoughts here, buddy, on the Iconic Arcade take on Double Dragon?
It looks pretty pretty plain Jane there, the side panel there. Don't like that at all. Yeah, I don't see anything special about it. I don't see anything crazy either. But
I agree,
yeah, that
Carl.
side
It
panel-
needs more stickers.
Yeah, it needs something on the side there. But the
It's missing a
backlit
logo.
marquee looks okay. And it got a faux coin door, or is that real? What do they have there?
That's a faux coin door in those.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
faux
I like
coin
the coin doors. So are these
I
both
mean-
the same? What was that one, the black one?
I mean,
So,
this is what it looked like, the back then. This is
yeah, I don't like it though.
Oh,
God.
hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't like
Nope, nothing wrong at all. Carl's
Nope.
entitled to his opinion.
it. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't buy it looking like that.
Here
I
now
would
there's
rather
a,
they did something like this and modernized it because
Absolutely, Carl.
it's not a-
I want all these companies, every one of them. Iconic Arcade, Arcade 1-Up, whatever that other Basic Fun one is. All of them, I want them to take those original games, put them on their machines, but then take the artwork and completely modernize it. I don't want to even look at that thing and
Yeah.
even think of an original arcade machine. I want it to look completely modern. And I just think that's the direction we have to go moving forward.
this is really weird right here. So they got the USB port on the front, which they've talked about before, will be on their machines where you could plug in controllers. You got these third-party. Why do you need these third-party controllers? You have 97 buttons on this control panel, guys.
Probably because you could play more than 2 players.
Okay. All right, that's fine. But keep in mind, this is Double Dragon Revive. Unlike the other machine, this one's got the widescreen in it, and it's got way more than 3 buttons per player, that kind of stuff. Oh boy.
Yo,
What's
up?
B?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, great. All right, look at this. Bluetooth working really cleanly here, and I am here at the Arc World Tour at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles. Who knew that iconic arcade would be here? No,
Yeah,
I
who
did.
knew?
I knew I was here. Who knew? Who knew, right? I was like excited that I saw an advertisement and I posted it in our group chat, and then Mike was like, this was like 2 weeks news ago, and I haven't been following what's happening in the home arcade space. I'm
Get
sorry.
with the now, man.
Get
Live
with
in
the
the
now, man. Get with the now. All right, so
So
you guys want to see the booth? What do you guys want to know? I've been working on editing my video.
We want
All
to know
right,
your
so-
first impressions, the first time you laid eyes. What you think?
Laid eyes. So first off, you guys were talking about me, Bobby Vu, and John hanging out. This place actually holds a special place, by the way. We are at the same place Shaq's Funhouse was. Shaq's Funhouse was at the Shrine Auditorium, and this event is literally in the exact same venue as the Shrine Auditorium. If you guys remember, there's the arcade, but Shaq used to perform right over there. So this is the whole venue that place was at. But it was outdoor event where the NBA Jam, Shaq Jam was. But this right here is where the Double Dragon, both iconic arcade original cabinets and then the Revive cabinet is here. And I think you guys said it right. These are more prototype cabinets that were built for this event only. They have a canned statement that I was able to grab about the availability of these. And so I'm going to kind of say that statement in my video, but essentially I've been trying to ask John all this crappy for questions and things, and he keeps giving me the same answer. He is like very, very strict on what he's able to say about it happening. So there's a canned statement that will be in my video about all the questions of what's happening. But what questions do you guys have? You want me to turn the camera around and look at these? What do you want to see?
I
So-
got one question first.
Okay, go ahead.
How does the more modern cabinet play?
It's the first time playing the game. Have you guys played the trial, the demo version of this game?
No.
It's super fun. Like, this is probably one of the best beat 'em ups that I played, honestly, in my opinion. It is like super, super awesome. So this is it right here. This is Double Dragon Revive. So the game itself is coming out in October this year. So they have a trial demo version of it right now. It works best with an Xbox 360 controller. So while there is an arcade and it can be set up to an arcade, it's actually running better on an Xbox controller right now. So this is Double Dragon Revive. The gameplay it's one of the most fun beat 'em ups that I played. Honestly, it's almost like a combination of Devil May Cry and a beat 'em up style. So it's modern graphics, combos. It feels better than kind of those retro beat 'em ups that have been coming out lately. But it's super fun. I don't know if you guys have seen gameplay for this, but it's pretty tight.
Are the joysticks and buttons not working and people are playing with controllers?
So right now, this is still a demo version of the product right now. And so essentially it's a PC and it needs to run on an Xbox controller, and they weren't able to get the Xbox 360 controller encoders working with it because it's a trial version. So we're using an Xbox 360 encoder, but you know how encoders can get a little funky. Sometimes you have to use X360 CE just to kind of get the demo working for now.
Yeah.
But if this were to come out, I'm sure they would optimize it for whatever. I think they're going to keep troubleshooting it. I'll tell you a future behind the scenes story of trying to get these up and running. But for now, they're demoing it with the controllers for now. And honestly, the rumble features work with X360. This game was designed to be played on a controller anyways, but if it plays on an arcade button stick, I've heard it's 7 buttons. And there's 8 on here, and it looks messy in my opinion. But that's just me. If they made an optimized arcade version, I'd like it to be
All right.
less fun.
B,
Hi.
my
What else?
favorite part about that is how it went from it works best with an Xbox controller too. Yeah, the arcade
only
controllers
works.
don't work. So it only works.
well,
So the arcade buttons are not working at the moment, but it's a demo, it's a prototype. What do you expect, right?
Guys,
Yes.
both of
Hold
those
on.
games are running on PCs in these cabinets. That, like, yeah.
I really want to get a good look at that side artwork, B. If you could show us that Double Dragon Revive artwork, because
Revive side art. All right, here it is. Okay.
I mean, I think that looks pretty cool. That side art right there. I mean, wow.
That's what I'm talking about. Modernize the snot out of everything. That's how Michael B likes it, anyways.
Yep. That looks
Now,
cool.
now, B, question for you. Do
Yes.
you know, obviously this is running on, you just said it was running on a PC or an Xbox or something inside that cabinet.
Yes.
And the game is we'll call it a more demanding title. Is
Yes.
the intention for him to get this, for them to get this running on a Raspberry Pi?
I think I asked if this was potentially going to come out, and if it did, I think he mentioned something that would come with the mini PC. Remember, this company is backed by Lenovo, so it's not out of the realm for them to include like their own PC. In fact, do you notice the monitor?
Yeah.
Right? This is a full-on Lenovo Medion 16:9 monitor in here. So, and secret, spoiler alert, if you guys check this out, does this look like a regular 4.3 monitor?
It's not.
It is not. Spoiler alert. But I think what made sense is that they're working with a company that makes monitors. So instead of using BOE as a third party, it's kind of the way they're using a 16:9 with the bezel and then making it in 4.3. So
Yeah, so
Oh, wow.
like it's like what Arcade 1-Up should have done if they weren't complete idiots. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. So, but you can see this fits still perfectly full screen when you play the game. It does show off a little bit, but that's how the game is. It does go full screen for it, but then, yeah, you can see it's 4.3. It still looks really big. And with the 16:9 monitor, the actual 4.3 size is 19.5 inches. And so
Nice.
you still get the 4.3 size, but using a modern 16:9 quality monitor. Look, it's playable from any angle. Look at that. Remember last time we were at Shaq's Funhouse? That angle was not great. But
The
this is a
best-
really
Really good, especially on your phone.
The best part about Shaq's Funhouse last time, B, was when Shaq revealed Arcade 1-Up NFL Blitz. Do you guys
And Blitz!
remember that?
yeah, they did. But look at this. Isn't this a gorgeous marquee?
Oh, that
Yeah,
is
that looks
beautiful.
nice.
That cabinet looks incredible, despite what Carl says, which, you know, is a different taste on what you want on cabinets. Like, I love the attention to detail on that cabinet. Actually doing the Taito side artwork, even though they couldn't add the Taito, I think that is absolutely beautiful. It's a very nostalgic arcade to me personally, so really cool to see. And again, that marquee looks absolutely awesome.
Yeah, they did a good job, and it's a Taito body. You can tell here. Again, it's this is a Bobby Vu special, you know, so it's not perfect, but it's great as a custom. So if this were going to hit production, it probably would be different. But they did fix a couple of things, right? They're using the matte, style artwork, which is printed really nice on here. They kind of fixed the bezel edge so it doesn't look rough on the side. And then, the power switch, while it's still here, it's not in this top area right now. So it is,
Oh, that's
I don't
good,
know
yeah.
what would be a production version of this, but they fixed some of those basic things. The funniest thing about this, though, is that people have been walking up, and all these people that are playing, I'm not sure if you guys are Guilty Gear Strive fans, but it's an anime crowd that is younger that may not be used to arcades, but everybody walked up here and tried to press start, and then they kept pressing the power button to turn it off. So they probably just got to label these things because they're like, oh, look, player one, boom, and they just kept turning off the machine. So they're going to have to replace that. That's the only weird placement thing that's been happening that's kind of funny. But yeah, I'm sure if community feedback is there about the panel design and buttons, if this is something you're interested in, if there's one thing that John has been mentioning and Bobby is that, they really are taking community feedback for this, and the Street Fighter cabinets, they've been really looking at that.
Yeah, and
So-
my first thought be when I saw the USB on the front. I have a cabinet that has USB on the front. I would rather have that on the side, just because it puts it in the place where people could bend that or hit that, similar to the power button being on the front. So I would prefer those to be on the side.
Yeah, I mean, it sticks out a little bit right there. I mean, it's some versatility. These right now, when you plug in a keyboard or a mouse to, it's really nice and accessible. So off to the side is it could be doable. Maybe underneath down here could be a better space, so it comes down, so it's not sticking out. So that's
why
something
they
that
put power buttons.
yeah.
The power button
Yeah.
and the volume control should be down there.
Yeah. Oh, you think there? So all of these like controls should like be down here?
Them right
Is
on
that what
down
you're
there.
thinking?
Yeah.
I'd
Get 'em
even
out
I'd
right.
even put the sticks and the buttons down there too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
100%.
everybody's playing like this, right? Sticking
That's a
out
good
right here.
platform.
Okay. You would. All
Very,
right.
very
But
cool.
of those two
I-
cabinets, I definitely would prefer the modern one, and let me
Really?
put the old one on the modern one.
I agree.
You know, it's just Double Dragon is a game that did not age well. You know what I mean? It's not a very attractive. I'm talking about the game itself. I'm not even talking about the cabinet. The game itself.
Yeah.
So
Look at
I would
this.
rather have the
Oh yeah.
the more modern one.
Carl, how
That
can you
doesn't
say-
age well.
Look, underwear popping out, little bit of ass.
That's
You
the
are
only reason why I
crazy.
got it.
I gotta say, if this was Bad Dudes, Mike would be all over it.
I'm all over Double Dragon. I 100%
Look how
hope this comes out. I will be
Yeah, look how
very,
crisp
very
that is.
interested in getting it.
Awesome.
so crisp.
The only problem that Carl's right about with the original Double Dragon is it has some wicked slowdown. Like through emulation, it's brutal, but even the real arcade had a great deal of slowdown through emulation. So it's going to be weird and hard to try to replicate that accurately.
Yeah.
And we didn't know any better then. So
So,
All right. What do you guys want to know?
what can you
That
share?
was it.
ju-
We
Can you
really don't
share?
care about anything
Can you
else.
share the canned statement? Be like, are these actually going to be released?
In a nutshell, because I don't have it on me right now, is that this is a prototype and that they're exploring ways to kind of bring it if people are interested. But right now, these are one of one prototypes that were designed and commissioned specifically for Arc System Works.
Will
So
he sell one to us?
I don't know. I don't have the statement in front of me, but I'll grab it in a little bit and send it.
Okay.
So if it's a prototype, won't they just put something in there that works on the revived one and have it be playable?
Yeah, I mean, I guess videos like this, and then the one I'm working on a canned edited video that I hope to release later tonight too, with some more B-roll and updates and my thoughts on it. But yeah, like I guess they really are looking at putting this out because this was asked for by the Arc System Works collaboration with Iconic. Iconic is an actual legit sponsor. You see them? So they're a sponsor of this event, along with a lot of other major companies, and so they have been they asked for this because specifically of the revive and the history of this. So they really wanted these. These are going to the Arc System Works headquarters or wherever. So these are their arcades essentially now.
Yeah.
So
And, No,
go ahead,
we gotta get the elephant out of the room here, Mike. Did John give us any information about the supposed cease and desist and the release of the Street Fighter cabinets? Is there any update he gave there? That you
There's
can
also another kind of official statement about that, but it says essentially it's like they still plan to release it based on sometime in June, but based off of the new tariffs. That they're making some adjustments based on community feedback, and there'll be more information. So I typed out the whole statement. It'll be in the video later tonight, and so you guys can check it out. But I asked them pretty much all the questions. I said, "Can you still pre-order it?" And he said, based on all that, and I literally he has that statement memorized. He almost tattooed it to his freaking arm because every question I asked him, he was just continuing to state all this pretty much answers all the questions that you have. Is community feedback still available? Am I still going to get pre-orders? He just pointed to that statement is the only thing that he can say at this time.
So B,
Yes.
after seeing both sets of Iconic arcades, what would you grade these? Are you excited to see these hit the arcade market and give it a score out of 1 to 10?
I don't know. No, give it better score, something like 2 out of 7.
2 out of 10.
No, 2 to 7.
From a design perspective, right? I think the accuracy of the Taito tab and just having a different shape. At first, I was kind of dumb. I thought this was similar to an HS1 or I thought it was the same cabinet as the Capcom one. I was like, oh, they just threw Double Dragon on there. But then when I came in, I was like, oh, it actually is the Taito shape. So it is different than the Capcom one. So I think they've already taken some design improvements, which is pretty cool. But my favorite thing has been playing this game. This game is going to be available on all the platforms like Xbox, PS5, and whatnot. But I had a ton of fun playing this. This is a game I would definitely consider buying and purchasing. This is a trial version right now that you can play here on site. But it's pretty dope. There's a bunch of characters. I had a really fun time with this. So this
is
surprised
that a game?
me.
Is that a game you would buy for consoles or would you?
I would
actually
buy
this
personally for a
arcade?
console. I personally don't know who would be interested in an arcade version of this. Carl said he was because he likes it in the design, but you know, just like any modern thing, there's no nostalgia for this cabinet because it didn't exist. Unless you like the Taito design, you like the artwork, you're a fan of Double
Yeah.
Dragon. The gameplay it's fun, but you could play it on a controller as well. So for me, I think the nostalgia of this kind of hits more of my bones if I was building an arcade. And I would love for this to play it, but the problem is now you have a 4:3 bezel and you have a 69 game over there, right? So
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard to like mix and match these if people are
So-
wanting to have both.
So the number score. Give us the number score.
Me? I haven't even given you a number score yet. Wait till you watch my video tonight, and then I'll give you a number score based
B,
on
I'm
where you're
not
at.
going to watch your video. Just tell us the number.
Well, fuck you, Michael B.
Michael B. Kong is doing us a huge favor right now by
This is the premiere.
you know,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
you're
Okay.
telling him you're not going to watch his video later.
Yeah, it's not right of you, Mike. He came in here and he supported your right to eat waffles in front of everybody.
That's true.
I'm gonna give it.
I love
I'm
that.
gonna give it a B score. How's that?
A B.
Okay,
a,
you
a
give it a
B.
B
A B
score.
score.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Now score it if your friend John D wasn't involved. What would you score it then?
That's what you're trying to get to, right?
Oh,
right.
man.
John will give it a D score, obviously, because he's a D in his name. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no comment on like scoring things. It's really like you say, you kind of just share your thoughts and you let other people share opinions about it, right? I've never had a rating system to compare it to, so it's hard to like honestly, like right, like I don't even know how I would rate it. Like personally, I'm not in the market to buy home arcade products like this anymore, so it's not something I'm gonna personally buy.
Oh,
But-
B, why aren't you in the market to buy home arcade products like this anymore?
Because I'm selling my shit. I'm getting rid of stuff, you know. I'm going full pinball like you, baby. I'm gonna be not Mikey 2 pins, I'm gonna be B4 pins soon.
Ooh, what are you thinking about getting?
I'm lying, I'm just trying to change the topic so you can get off my back.
I'm not on your back. Like, what the hell is going on here? B, why so edgy?
Yeah, what else do you guys
wait.
want to see? What do you guys want to know?
What's happening at the MSI booth?
You want to see what's happening? There is a red dragon at the MSI booth.
Nice.
That's what's happening at the MSI booth. Yes.
nice.
What are they promoting? Their monitors? What are they promoting there?
They are promoting monitors and dragons, of course. That's what they're promoting, obviously.
I think Carl wants you to go back and look at the young woman in her jean shorts.
Oh, is that what you were referring to?
No. Come on.
Is
No,
that
let's
what
not
you're
do that.
referring to?
Let's do
Yeah.
that. Mike Hawkhurst, I'm disappointed in you in the live chat, Mike
Yeah, I
Hawk.
have a-
I'm
I have a
disappointed.
MS,
P-Dubs,
MSI
like,
monitor.
what the fuck, man? You are the biggest Jorth supporter in the world.
Guys, you're
right.
crossing a line now.
All
I have
right.
a 35.
All right. Are you guys good? Any final thoughts,
No,
questions you have so I can get out?
I just wanted to say thanks, B, for popping on and giving us this little exclusive look. We appreciate it, man.
Of course, man. All right. Enjoy the rest of the time. I'll see you guys soon. All right. Talk to you guys later.
Hey, P,
Yeah.
before you go, what time is your show starting tonight?
I'm not doing the show. I'm actually I'm editing while I'm here. I have like my shit. I just brought all my
What time are
equipment.
you uploading your video tonight?
I don't know. As soon as I get off here and finish. So look, I even have my equipment.
Okay.
I'm editing live. So later on, people will be able to play the demos on these screens and things too. But yeah, they have all the information about the Double Dragons here. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
All right. Thanks,
All right.
man.
Awesome.
Appreciate you.
See you later.
B,
Bye.
thank you very much.
Thanks, B. Big shout out to B Kong in the live chat, ladies and gentlemen. That was very nice of him to. I'll do it. Stop pressing buttons. You guys are driving me nuts. So yeah, there you go. What'd you guys think in the chat? I think we learned a few things. Number one, those are definitely prototypes made for the event.
That's not what I heard.
But
Those are
they're-
production units. They're ready to ship. And
No,
there'll
they're
be a
not.
limited number of them.
No, they're not, but-
5,000 to start.
Well,
like, even if
according to
even
this,
if they
Biggie-
were
Biggie D says no new arcades are coming. And he also says the Legends pinball is going to be $7.99 by Boxing Day. So, I mean, it's got to be right?
Well, what I can say is, even if they were actually going to be releasing it, odds are they wouldn't say it You know what I mean?
Oh no,
Like
they can't say it
publicly,
before it's
they can't.
ready.
They can't.
It would
So,
also be really stupid because they have
Yeah.
a pre-order still out right now. And what's the chance that it might impact their current pre-order if they announced a second product already? Some people may say, well, I'll just wait for Double Dragon. I want that one more.
best segment so far. Yeah, that was interesting to see. You know, I'm not a Double Dragon fan, so no matter what, I'm not gonna get that original Double Dragon arcade. I do like the side art on that Double Dragon Revive. I will admit though, you have to admit, guys, some of these modern arcade style games could have made some pretty sexy cabinets if the games were made.
I won't
back
admit
then.
to that.
So yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm not in the market for either of those Double Dragon cabs. What did he say about what John D said about the Street Fighter situation, the cease and desist? What did he say? It was so.
Read the statement. The statement explains everything.
That's pretty much it. The
You know-
statement.
But did he
the
say
canned
like
statement that says read the statement, and then
It
the
was a
statement will
canned-
say to read the statement?
it was a canned statement saying read the statement? But did he give us the statement, or did I miss it?
No,
No.
you have to watch his show.
That was the statement.
For fuck's sakes, that's not what he said. He did give an answer. He said the cabinets are still online to come out in June. It's going to be slight delay in June due to the fact that they had to do some stuff because of the tariffs, and they're doing some community touch-ups. That's their words. A lot of people are assuming that any touch-ups they do or changes are related to any potential cease and desist or legal action going on, changes to the cabinet shape or size. And he did say the pre-orders were still up. So B did give us an answer, but he also did say what the guys are saying. Like they have
Okay.
a canned statement
when
available.
did he give all that stuff you just said? Because I was here.
I'm right there too, Carl. He didn't say
He
any of that
said
stuff.
it. What the fuck? Were you not listening?
No,
You
no.
must be contractually obligated to say that because I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know, Mike. I think you got some insider information because what I
Yes.
heard was him saying the
And
statement
we'll
to
stay
read the
tuned to
statement.
your show to get the rest of what you know.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
If we watched your show.
We don't though.
You fucking douchebags.
They have to remove the arcade 1-up stickers off the machines before they sell them. That's what it is, guys. They got to take it up. There you guys go. Can I play as a Bobo? There you go. But can we buy those jorts? Come on, guys. Keep it above board here.
Does anybody remember a Bobo's Big Adventure? It was like a flash game that was on PC years ago where you actually played as a Bobo.
No.
So
Yeah.
good.
So we'll see.
How good was it, Mike?
So good.
So good.
So I don't know if Paul Miniman, Multicade Miniman's still here in the chat, but Paul, we spent 30 minutes on that. So now that we're done with that, we're going to pivot topics. I don't want to hear any crying.
Yeah, 18 minutes to get everything else covered.
No. We might end up going long tonight, but still, I don't want to hear any crying in the chat, Paul. That's right. No crying. You got your fill of that. Big shout out to B and a big thank you to B for that. Texas
That was very
Pinball
deep.
Festival's going on. Mike, you want to do Texas Pinball Festival?
Yeah, so lots of people from the community are there. P-Dubs mentioned him earlier. All jokes aside, Biggie D's there. I know I think he's been in Texas for a while. I think he's been
Who's
there
that?
for like the last month or something like that. Biggie D's there. We've also got Mark from the Officially Unofficial group. Cool Toy is there because he's a pinball channel now too, technically. You got Carrie Hardy and Don's Pinball Podcast. A lot of the pinball guys are there. Texas is usually a pretty big show, and we've already seen that this week with so many announcements headed into it. I mean, first up, we got an announcement from Multimorphic. They're there with their portal machine. Of course, Officially Unofficial Mark showed off some gameplay from Turner Pinball's newest release, Merlin's Arcade. We got the Stern accessories for Venom, which I have to think was timed around Texas Pinball.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still rumors that Barrels of Fun might have something to reveal at the show.
Yeah, so what's interesting is our buddies who are actually at the Texas Pinball Festival have gone to the Barrels of Fun booth where they have Labyrinth pinball machines out, and they've been asking them, like, are you guys going to reveal something this weekend at the show? And they're denying it. They're saying no reveals this weekend. So It might be on hold, or they might just be waiting until tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see what happens there with Barrels of Fun. Cool Toy stopped by Turner Pinball, and whatchamacallit, he grabbed some footage here of Merlin's arcade. The Cool Toy must have bought 2 tripods, several cameras. He must have brought his roving studio with him.
Oh, he's trained his son to work on one of the cams already.
I'm very curious to see what Barrels of Fun is going to do. There's so many rumors that it could be The Fifth Element, it could be G.I. Joe, it could be Dark Crystal, although the Dark Crystal rumor is slowly going down to the bottom of the pile, that it might actually be G.I. Joe or what was the other big one for Barrels of Fun?
Fifth Element?
Fifth Element. And there was another rumor too, wasn't it?
Oh, I'm not up to date completely on all the Barrels rumors because I love Stern.
I love Stern. Yep.
So anyways, one interesting thing while watching some of the coverage on Merlin's Arcade earlier, they have 2 flipper buttons, I think, on the side or something like that. And there's this weird like mini flipper option where you can actually, you know how you juggle the ball from one side to the next? You can do a lighter flip with the actual flipper and juggle the balls from side to side. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, it's got 2 flipper buttons on the side. One does a little weak flip, and the other one does your standard flip. And some people might say, "Oh, well, that's cheating."
It's
cheating. What I mean?
Yeah.
That's cheating at pinball. But I don't know. It's something different. I got to say, I like this Merlin's Arcade game and what Turner Pinball's doing. The one thing that I'm not sold on, guys, is this up here. Is this foosball spinner they got up here? You know what I mean? It just, you got this whole, medieval theme, and then there's like this weird plain white foosball spinner. And, I saw Kerry Hardy's interview with these guys, and they were talking about how they're like, I'm surprised no pinball company has done a foosball spinner yet instead of a standard spinner. And I don't know. Maybe because it needs some color on it or a paint job or something. I don't know. This thing it's weird to me. You know what I mean?
Just the spinner. I find the theme really strange too. Merlin's Arcade. It's hip. It's fresh. It's Merlin's Arcade.
Yeah. But I don't know. So, I mean, that was cool. Big shout out to Cool Toy for already capturing that. What we love about...
Cool Toy goes to these events, like he is working like the whole time. Cool Toy doesn't, most of us sit around, ass around with the people there, get on with a bunch of shit. Cool Toy is all business all the time.
Yeah. Even when we took him out to dinner with us, and I told him that I could beat him up, and he,
left.
He left. He got down to business. And I told him, I said, Doug, I might be older than you, and I might be bigger than you. I said, I know you're highly trained, but Doug, I'm pretty scrappy, bud. And he wasn't buying it, Mike. He wasn't buying it.
I have a gut feeling that Cool Toy could mop the floor with you, P-dubs.
Nah,
I'm pretty sure he would.
I'm pretty
rip
sure
your heart out
he
of your
wouldn't
chest
even
like
break
Reno
his
in Mortal Kombat 1.
Nope.
Yeah.
Here's Portal. I'm really glad that Doug showed this one as well, because it seals it. I just have no interest in this company. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
This is the best machine that they had at the entire
like
show.
There was so much hype this week when they announced Portal, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, Portal! You guys never played Portal? What a bunch of losers! You didn't play Portal? Yeah, I didn't play Portal, and guess what? I'm glad I didn't, because even this pinball game of Portal, it was boring. Like I watched this whole video by Doug, and I did not smile or get excited once staring at this pinball game and listening to it. So you tell me why I should be excited about Portal. Somebody else.
So one thing I did like about this, because I did do a video on it and covered it. So they have a new extended option. So one of my big problems with Multimorphic is the screen is there so you can do some video gamey pinball elements there. But I always felt it took up way too much real estate, left the playfield way too open. So now they have this extended option where you actually have these mini ramps that extend onto the video game screen playfield. And, that's cool because that brings us closer to what we're used to in typical pinball. The only thing is they are fucking super expensive. Like if you get the kit goes from $3,000 to $5,500 for 2 extra ramps. And then it's the same with if you buy the machine with the extended ramps, it's like another $3,000. It's crazy.
No way.
Yeah,
No way. I don't believe it.
100%. Look it up, man.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll take your word for it.
Carl, what do you think about these multimorphic machines? Have you seen any in person yet?
I have not seen one in person at all, so I can't really judge
Yeah.
just by looking at what I see on the screen.
Yeah. You guys should definitely go support Cool Toy and watch these videos.
Dear God,
way you-
I've been trying to get people to watch them for years. Poor
That way
fella
you
needs
can-
our support.
Yeah, that way you guys can actually hear the gameplay audio and music and stuff. I don't want to get any copyright claims if there are any, but big shout out to Doug for sharing those. Honestly, if these are the only 2 new things going on at Texas Pinball Festival, I'd be surprised. It'd be nice to see some more reveals. So
I think usually it's the smaller companies that make reveals at Texas Pinball. Like I remember that's where Galactic Tank Force was initially announced. I don't think Stern did last couple of years I've been following. I don't think Stern did a reveal at Texas Pinball. So
yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of AtGames, that Medieval Madness pack came out this week, guys.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
on our list.
All right, let's hop over there because really Texas Pinball Festival. These are the only like 2 newsy items I think, in my opinion, that have happened. So we'll keep our eyes on it over the weekend. Oh boy, Mike. So tell me all about AtGames.
So they released Williams Pack 1. A lot of people in the AtGames community are saying, a lot of YouTube videos went up saying best pack yet and stuff like that. I mean, it's Medieval Madness.
They say that every time a new game comes out.
Yeah,
They
I
say it's
know.
the best game yet on the 4K.
But it's Medieval Madness. I played it for an hour on stream the other night. I wasn't going to stream the whole pack because I knew I wanted to play Medieval Madness the whole time. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. There's some complaints with people saying the table's dark. Other people are saying there's like weird noise glitches. I haven't noticed them personally, but I'm mainly used to playing this on the Arcade 1-Up pinball. So, that's where I'm coming from on this. I'm not coming from a, good place of playing this on VPX. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. The ball behaved like it should. I had a lot of fun playing it for the hour that I did. And yeah, I put up 52 million points. I can do better, and I'm hoping to get back and get some time to flip it. I still intend to stream Getaway and Junkyard. Those are both, Getaway is a great game too, hard, but really good. And Junkyard is one I haven't put a ton of time into, but everybody tells me that's a winner too.
No, I purposely played some Junkyard this weekend. It's just not a game I try to play it, and I can just never get into it. So it didn't last very long. Just don't enjoy that game.
Fist of Love, I did have an issue with that. So one issue I had this past week that seems to be a big issue going on with a lot of people in the AtGames Legends Pinball 4K community, control panels dying. So I had the arcade control panel in because my intention was put the arcade control panel in, never to play arcade games. It was all about setting up with my PC to play VPX. And yeah, my arcade control panel died. So I removed it, and I was playing my first game with the old standard control panel, and my table kept doing like automatic tilts. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? But as soon as I moved my table a little bit, that gave it up. So I think my table was just uneven. And once I moved it, everything was fine. I don't think that had anything to do with the game. Might have been to do with a wire in my control panel or just where the table was.
You remember years ago, Michael, I moved my AtGames here to get closer to my PC to finally set it up, and my plunger stopped working.
Yeah.
Now I rely on my control panel exclusively for playing pinball. So with that,
I got some bad news, Carol. I got 2 broken arcade control panels in the box in my garage right now.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah.
So
far, and I think I've had mine longer than you guys. So
yeah,
mine's still working.
Yeah. We've been talking about this pack the last couple of weeks since it got announced. Probably one of the better packs of Zen games, so a lot of people are excited about it. I did actually buy this pack for the 4K pinball, and I just haven't had a chance to install and play it yet. So I'm hoping on playing it this weekend. So I'll trust what everyone else is saying in the chat, as well as on the internet, that it's fun. So,
Well, P-Dubs, you know the way it works. All that matters is if someone says it on the internet, it has to be true.
that is true. If someone says it on the internet, it must be true. That's very, very true. All right. So there you go. Anything else
Really-
going on with AtGames that you have to talk about, Mike?
Not really. Well, nothing I have to talk about. They're doing a spring sale, but there's nothing really that exciting. I mean, it's mostly all around. There's no actual sale so much as it's the what is it called? The AtGames affordable financing, and then there's some additional bonuses if you pay full price through the AtGames affordable financing. Like you can get $50 off the arcade control panel, $50 off Pinball Net, or with some of the tables that we think maybe didn't sell as well, like Dinosaur Dynasty, you can get as much as $100 off Pinball Net and $100 off the arcade control panel.
And Sam keeps reminding me that their ALU on their site is $50 off at $4.50 instead of $4.99.
Yeah.
In the ALU.
Yeah, just really quickly, I want to remind people, like, there's a reason why this week was so good. Again, it's because of Medieval Madness. Still to today, it's ranked on the Pinball Top 100, number 2 of all time. Like,
you just reminded me the CGC Chicago Gaming Company Medieval Madness remake was shown at Texas Pinball Festival. I completely forgot about that. But yeah, there you go.
Like you look at this, like Godzilla #1, which is a table I own, Medieval Madness, which just came out for AtGames, and then number 3, Jurassic Park from Stern, which is the game I'm picking. The top 3 games of all time.
You just said it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and the other bit of AtGames news before we completely forget is they once again announced that Battletoads and Killer Instinct Pinball, surprise, surprise, delayed again. Needs more time in the oven to bake and all that kinds of stuff. So this is why I didn't buy the pack when it launched. I'll play Sea of Thieves and the other 2 games when they're actually released if I decide to buy the pack. So I mean, come on. I don't know what's going on there. Real quick too, guys, when our show ends tonight, we're going to automatically redirect and send you over to Galaga Guy's channel. So if you just sit back, eat some popcorn, pick your nose, you'll automatically be redirected over to Galaga Guy. He's got a great interview lined up later on tonight with some super fun guests. So just a heads up there. Yep, Billy Woods. This is also why I didn't buy the pack myself. So, yep, delays. Any idea? Have you guys heard anything? Like, what's the problem that they can't get these games released? Has anyone heard anything?
No idea. They just keep saying they're working on making them better. No idea after that.
Yeah, I guess we can call it the AtGames Killer Instinct Kickstarter. That's what it is. It was the killer. We're just waiting on those games to come out. Good God.
I just hope they're good, especially with the wait for the people that already bought. Sea of Thieves was good, so we'll see how the rest of it's going to go.
Don't sell a game till it's ready. You're welcome. We're always happy to support cool people in the community. If you're a big bag of dicks, you don't get any support. There you go. I should have listened to you, Dubs. That's right, man. You would have had an extra $35 in your pocket today if you had listened to me.
I had your back on that one.
Yeah.
So just really quickly, guys, we did want to mention that Medieval Madness remake. It's called the Merlin Edition.
God, Mike, zoom in. Come on.
Jesus Christ.
How do you look at the internet on your screen when it's all tiny?
I don't know. I don't need glasses like you.
Thanks so much for the 10 memberships to the Ruminati, Kirby. Thanks so much.
Very much appreciated, Bill. So the topper is one of the coolest things. Look at this. You'll notice all those characters look incredible with the burning castle in the background. Probably my favorite thing is not a single one of them looks like E.T. with a wig on, which is one of the most important things when it comes to pinball toppers.
I feel bad for anyone who has a topper that looks like E.T. with a wig on.
Yeah,
That'd be embarrassing.
all the pictures that they do have on the site are from Kerry Hardy did a reveal on his channel earlier showing off the table. Like there's blue powder coating, but the game is essentially the, original Medieval Madness again. It looks great, and it's an excellent opportunity to, own this great, amazing pinball table. It's already been re-released once already by Chicago Gaming Company. Still by the Williams. They're all super expensive, but if you want to buy one brand new in the box, this one's $12,000 for the Merlin edition. Hopefully, with these coming out, they do bring down the price used market for the original Williams and the previous re-release of Medieval Madness. But if there's, in my opinion, if there's two games, classic Williams games that you should consider picking up, new remakes of, it's Medieval Madness and Attack from Mars. In my opinion, there's a reason they're still in the top 5 on the Pinball 100, despite all these amazing games come out, because they're just two games that just got it fucking right, and 30 years have shown that.
Yeah, the fact that
You
they're
really
still
passionate about that, Mike.
Hey,
I'm a pinball channel now.
I mean, they're still the most beloved games. Like, so many games have come out, and they're still in in the top 5, top 10, all time,
top 20,
in most people's rankings. I mean, that's how good they are, right?
They're even in the top top 50 and top 100 too.
But keep in mind, unlike Michael B, who's telling you should go pick these up, I'm going to remind you that pinball is cheap hobby. All you have to do is go to your local barcade and go play pinball for $1.
Where the fuck is that coming from? Did you not watch my show Monday?
I am doing this for the community.
I am the one who does this for the community.
I am a hero. I am so brave. There you go. Oh man. What else we got, Mike? Do you have the photos for Glenn's thing? Let's do Glenn's retro show thing. There you go. Sorry guys, I literally had issues before we went live, and I wasn't able to have the show ready. Okay? We talked about this an hour and 11 minutes ago. Go ahead.
So, first update, if you watch Glenn's show previous to this, Glenn is no longer doing this through GRS T-Sticks. He was originally going to do this through Glenn Funding, which is how he's done his pre-orders in the past, where you could order directly through T-Sticks. He's doing a legit Kickstarter now. He's going through Kickstarter for the Build A Cade FU. I think he saw like how successful, Wonderland Amusements was, and he wanted to kind of recreate that, because obviously this project is depending on the success of the Kickstarter. Like if they don't get the pre-orders, this isn't going to come out. So they really want this to do well. So he talked tonight about an early bird price. It's going to blow people's asses off. I believe that's exactly what he said. He was going to blow your ass off. So that's the first thing I wanted to mention. He also got a very nice message from David McIntosh when it came to what he was doing, talked about how Glenn is doing it for the community. So that was another thing he brought up. Let me show you some of these control decks that Glenn shared this past week. So,
and by the way, David has not reached out to me yet, just for the record. Just going to put that out there.
I tried my best, man.
Another broken promise,
like
David. Another broken promise.
Does not like you. I don't know.
It seems that way. It seems that way.
So the first one up is the Akari Warriors control panel. He set it up just like Akari Warriors. Of course, what Glenn is doing here is maximizing the parts that he already has. He made a very key point to that. To keep costs down, he's focusing on parts that he already had in development. So they're doing an Akari Warriors joystick. I'm not a big Akari Warriors fan. Like I always, I more so think about playing Akari Warriors and especially heavy barrel on the NES than I do the arcade. But for people that want this, that's one of the options. He's going to be making these 5. He's playing 3 more additional decks, but after that, he's going to step away from the deck market, and the replacement decks looks like that's mostly going to be done through third parties. So the other one that he came out with, of course, is the classic trackball deck. It's set up for Missile Command, Centipede, and then the 4 buttons on the other side are for playing Golden Tee. Then James will ask, why 7 volcano buttons? James, fuck off about the volcano buttons. If people want volcano buttons, they're going to get them. Stop complaining, man.
James is wrong. He says it's too many. It's not enough.
I know.
We got to double it. Double it and pass it to the next person.
The other thing Glenn I pointed out, those screws are going to be a nightmare for playing trackball games. But Glenn did say that's a prototype image. Those will be recessed, so you won't have those. Uh-oh, wrong Wrong way. So next up, we've got the Star Wars flight yoke, and this is actually done a lot like.
This is why we never let Mike share his windows.
He's terrible at it.
So, anyways, we got the Star Wars flight yoke. This is done like B Kong's panel, so you can play additional games. Then, this is the Tron joystick, and I gave Glenn a very hard time on this because if you've ever tried one of Glenn's Tron joysticks, they're very small. Like they're very small in your hand compared to the original. So I always said make a bigger one, and
Mike,
then instead of a full size
Not
spinner,
the size, it's how you use it, buddy.
then instead of the full size spinner, he's got the push pull button spinner. So I gave him a little bit of a hard time because you got this giant deck and then these two mini controls. So
I don't know what that was, Mike, but
oh, do you want to see?
no, I don't know what it is. What do we got
Glenn,
here?
Glenn shared a picture of James' lawsuit live stream he did on Arcade 1-Up. He wanted to tell me that Arcade 1-Up was getting sued. Glenn, it seemingly has history with Arcade 1-Up for some reason.
Mike, it never fails. You always show the wrong shit.
I don't care. And listen, I'm not here to protect people. I'm here for the community.
Mike, you got to turn to the side and do the.
So, anyways, then I did question why they were doing this kind of deck. This is a 2-player off-road deck, or a 2-player super sprint deck. And I said, most people want to play driving games. They want to be front on to the cabinet. That's what most people play driving games on. But this is the one Glenn is going with. And he said, if you want a more traditional driving deck, that's what third parties are for.
Good stuff. Carl, what do you think about all these control panel options? Is the GRS FU going to replace the AtGames Legends Ultimates in your game room down there? You're muted.
Yeah, so the AtGame products aren't very active other than the login game for me here. So anything would be better. Anything would be better for certain.
Anything would be better than the AtGames Legends Ultimate. You love playing the update game, though, man. You turn it on, it wants to update.
That's the only thing I do.
You
By
do
the
the
time I get
update.
logged in, I'm done with the time I have for it.
Carl, take my advice on this. If you have an ALU, just unchain it.
Do what?
Just do the unchained mod, and just you'll never look back.
Okay, I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Oh, yeah. So thanks for bringing this up. Like I said, he also has 3 additional other decks that he's planning on making. So he's planning on doing a 720, a Paperboy, and Carl, you're going to love this. He wants to do a Battle Zone deck.
So it's going to have triggers on the controller?
What he said was he doesn't know exactly how accurate it's going to be. It might just be 2 of his Tron joysticks yet.
Okay. Because the original Battle Zone had the, with the
I know. I don't know how
Right.
detail he's going. I think Glenn just has a bunch of surplus stock of all his controllers that he's going to put out the door.
Mike, do me a favor. Behind the scenes in the green room, stop sharing your screen because everyone's blowing up your Facebook Messenger right now trying to get you in trouble.
No, it's not. It was just Steven. He's the only person that wrote me.
Yeah, stop. Mike, you have 5 chat windows open now. I can see it. Just stop sharing it.
Why are you so
before
worried about the chat windows? I don't know what goes on.
Because
in your
I
chat.
don't want, because Mike, you've shared it before and people yell at you. I'm looking out for a friend here, man.
Who yells
I'm
at
looking
me?
out for a friend.
Who cares? If it bothers you, you can tell me. I'd be okay with that. I don't care what anybody else thinks.
Hey,
And I don't mind being exposed by Mike. I think
we
if anyone's
talked.
gonna expose
We
me,
had
it may as well be
the
Mike.
we had the ice cream cone incident at the beginning of the show.
Do you want me to get another ice cream cone?
I've moved on. I've let it go and all that kinds of stuff.
Hey,
All
Mikey,
right.
Get
Now-
the cones.
I feel like we've missed something. GRS. Oh yeah. Glenn is really hoping he can launch the Kickstarter before the end of March, guys. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
He did say he didn't want it to overlap with what's going on right now with
Yeah.
Wonderland Amusements because, theirs blew up so much and there's so many people in the community that probably want to buy both. He doesn't want to burden people with those expenses at the same time.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think you should do it at the exact same time.
Yeah,
And
fuck 'em.
I'm not joking. No, it's not fuck them. I just think that people are already in the buying mood. So,
Yeah, they're excited. Yeah.
right. So
Oh,
like having somebody
oh.
wait 30 days before they spend the money is really irrelevant in the grand scheme of things.
I saw this trailer on YouTube. Xbox has got this new game coming out called Autopsy Simulator, where you literally have to simulate performing an autopsy. And I'm like, why?
I bet you that
Cool,
sells this.
something that'd
All
be
those
cool, but
simulator
I don't
games are wild.
trust it otherwise.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, you did a video on Wonderland, right? Say something about some delays or something. What was that?
Oh no. So that goes back to Biggie D again. So Biggie D, he says some things that just don't make sense sometimes. So he was talking about there was going to be this huge, conspiracy because Wonderland Amusements were going to have a delay with their pinball. I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? So anyways, I started doing some research because like we had seen nothing from Wonderland Amusements. Like they didn't send out any emails about an update. There was nothing on their Facebook page. There was nothing on their Kickstarter. And then I found it. Unlike so many other Kickstarter projects, they offered a money back guarantee. But what they did was they put a cushion in there to say, if you don't get your cabinet within 1 year of the end of the Kickstarter, then at that point you can ask for a money back guarantee. And then for some reason, people, I don't know if what's going on there, but they assumed that meant the product was getting delayed, like this was an omission of delay instead of what it was, a money back guarantee with like a pillow to allow for, unseen circumstances. I don't get it.
Yeah, so I mean, no delays have been announced. There's only been 2 updates on this particular Kickstarter. The timeline is still the same, where they plan on shipping these things out by fourth quarter this year. People should have them. So in my opinion, them saying, hey, we want to ship this by end of year, but hey, if it's delayed, you guys can get a refund, request a refund. Like, I think that's, I think that's a good thing, right? Like I don't understand why that's such a dramatic thing. And I think what happened is people looked at this, all right, and they read the update, but they didn't actually understand the update. So the Super Game Room dudes are here for those drama channels, guys, to help you through this. So what we're going to do here, guys, is with your super chats, guys, we are going to create a place where these drama channels can go to help them through understanding messaging from companies, because a lot of times they see a message and they read it and then they don't understand what they read and they communicate false information.
Well,
so
I'm surprised they can even read it all. Like,
well,
so
that's a big reason that the Department of Education was shut down, by the way.
Yeah.
Because there's too many of these people coming out being like, that means it's delayed.
Right. So with your guys' help, by the super chats you send for Sand in the Vag segment, we are going to fund for the drama channels.
Further ado, I give you the Derek Zoolander Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good.
What is this?
Oh man. So just so you know, because apparently the drama channels can't read good. So hopefully by helping finance the Derek Zoolander School for Kids Who Can't Read Good, we can help them understand what a community update is from a YouTube. They send out an email. Anyway, I thought that was funny. That was going to be this week's Sand in the Vag, but we wasted it on the ice cream cones. So there you guys go. All right. Whenever you guys are ready, we can move on.
So is it going to be delayed?
No.
I think it is.
Where do you get that? Where do you get
Sounds
that
like
from?
it is.
You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know. I heard rumor on the street it was
Like,
going to be delayed. So.
And keep in mind, it might get delayed. We're not the fucking fortune tellers. We can't tell you the fucking future. Shit gets delayed all the time. It fucking happens. I backed the Citadel Kickstarter, the board game on Kickstarter. And guess what, guys? We didn't get the shit on time. There's delays. It could be manufacturing. It could be shipping. It could be transport. It could be parts. Like, there could be delays. Their roadmap as of right now says they are on target for end of year. But they're going to say, hey, if some shit goes down, we're offering you a 12-month money-back guarantee. I think that's a positive message.
Yeah.
What's the drama? What's the fucking drama? So there you go. I mean, seriously, this guy would, like, go to a store and go, hey, we're offering a 90-day warranty. But for you, sir, we're going to give you a 1-year warranty. And him go, oh, it's going to break. That's why they're giving me a 1-year warranty. It's going to break. They're trying to set me up. I'm going to get fucked in the ass on this one. They're trying to set me up. You know what I mean?
I was talking to Biggie D the other day, and I was like, what's going on, man? He was like, oh, I'm kind of worried. I went to the store earlier and went to get a Pepsi, and I think Pepsi's gone out of business. And I was like, oh, my God. Why do you think that? They were selling them.
Biggie.
They were selling them 2 for $1 at the store. Like, there's no company that can survive like that. They're definitely going out of business. They're clearancing them out. Like, the company's going under.
Yeah. I think some people need to realize that not every company, there are some bad companies out there, but not every company is trying to, hurt, like, screw you over. Does that make sense?
Most companies are not trying to screw you over.
Yeah.
That's a very bad business model.
But that doesn't make for a very entertaining YouTube channel if that's all you're
true.
doing.
That's true.
Yeah. Like, seriously. And
A lot of those guys are the same. They're all the same.
I probably shouldn't have said that. I'll clip.
Like
I'll
Biggie
clip
D and Corner Kate are identical. Same channel, pretty much. Alter egos of each other.
Speaking of Kickstarters and projects that are delayed, we still haven't gotten our 80s our arcade decades.
Oh yeah.
I think I know I pledged on that and still awaiting that. They said they had their photographer got their laptop stolen or something in Vegas, and now they got to reshoot some pictures.
Bobby Broadway.
I don't even know who Bobby Broadway is. Does he have a YouTube channel?
I don't know. That was a little too far, guys. I'll mute that. I'll clip that. My apologies for that.
Oh, why would you clip anything? It's out there now.
It was a little inappropriate. I don't live my life that way, guys. I don't live my life. That was
inappropriate, but the way that you spoke to Mike about his ice cream cone earlier on today
that was a little more inappropriate.
I thought that was wildly inappropriate.
I mean, I don't live my life thinking that everyone and everything is out to get me or trying to screw me over in some way. You know what I mean? So
why not?
Well, that's your mistake.
100%.
Yep.
So I don't get that mentality, and if that's how you are, where you're Chicken Little and you think fuck the sky,
no,
the skies fall in and you got a duck. I get it. So yeah, there you go. All right. Anything else? Because we got to send people over to Galaga Guy. Plus, I'm getting hungry.
There it is. You wouldn't be hungry if you had an ice cream cone, but no.
100%. Actually, Mike, you did call this right at the very beginning of the show.
I did.
Well played.
If you need a hero, Michael B is here.
Mike. Assassin's Creed, baby.
Oh, Mike, yeah. They want to talk about Assassin's Creed. We'll talk about Assassin's Creed.
I didn't even know we were going to. I pulled up a video. I don't know how this works. I shared a video. Can you guys click on it? Okay. There.
It's just black.
Oh, I have to do something. Hold on. I'll figure it out. Just give me 1 sec. I got this, guys. I got this. Hold on. I got it. Okay. There we go. So I don't know if you want audio with it or not. There's some audio. Okay, so this is actual gameplay footage. Mike, go ahead. Tell me your thoughts about the new Assassin's Creed title.
Oh, wait, we got to make
how far are you? I think you were around roughly the same spot, I think.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I'm maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours in.
Yeah, that's about where I'm too as well. So I just finished like the prologue, and she just recovered from almost dying. Yes, that's same spot. Well, I'm farther than that now.
Yeah, but yes, that's I think about where this was.
So like I will say, I made a comment that people attacked me on my first impressions video, and I said this seems like they're trying to go back to the original Assassin's Creed style, same thing they did in Mirage, and then everybody was like, "Oh, that's what all the shill YouTubers are saying," and I was like, "Well, you tuned into Michael B. What'd you really think you were tuning in for first?" And then I said, "No, you're wrong. I prefer." Games like Odyssey, I prefer games like Origins and Valhalla. I love that RPG style. So the only negative thing I would say is this game doesn't really have the same style as that. It doesn't have that classic RPG leveling up style that I like so much. But I will tell you, like, this game is beautiful. I'm playing on the PS5 Pro, and like we're talking gorgeous, like absolutely stunning. Everything from the character visuals, landscapes, going around in the area. I love that part of it. A lot of the controversy, of course, comes from people being upset about the characters having somebody that doesn't really fit I guess the timeline and stuff like that. And then there's people upset because one of the characters might be gay, might not be gay. I don't know. I haven't got that far in the story. So there's a huge community outburst going against that from people that just refuse to play the game and want it to fail. But, from what I've played so far, I've really enjoyed what I've played.
Yeah, so I've seen a lot of the same stuff you've been seeing with this. Now, I personally, when I got the early access to this on the 18th, I recorded just like the quick first 30 minutes of the game, and I posted it online. And immediately, the very first comment was like, "I can't believe you're playing this game. It's full of woke BS, blah blah blah." And I was just like, "Well, I wanted to play it to see if it was a good game. Like I don't
like
really
Assassin's Creed. Leave me alone, man."
Yeah, like I'm not one for like pushing the woke ideology, but at the same time, I'm like I'm not going to bash the game before I at least try it, and it feels like a true original Assassin's Creed. This reminds me of like the first Assassin's Creed game when it first came out for PS3, in terms of like the way that the story progresses and the gameplay itself. So I did like that. One thing I think threw me off was how much freaking dialogue there was. I felt like for the first hour, 45 minutes of it was just sitting and watching cutscenes. And I don't like that. I'd much rather get thrown into the action, get some gameplay. Let me spend the first 30 minutes figuring out the buttons, doing some actual gameplay, and then slap me in the face with some storyline. But I want to actually play. I don't want to sit in front of the TV and feel like I'm watching a TV show for the first 30 minutes before I actually can move the character. So, that was my only
wrong time to bring that up, but like very sad. Apparently, George Foreman passed away.
No shit.
That is horrible. George Foreman was such a character growing up for me, and I loved his grills, man.
Oh my god, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Terrible. That is terrible.
Really quickly, Nostalgia, and this is horrible timing again. I've heard that you don't like foreplay. You just like to get reaction. Your poor wife.
No, that's P-Dubs. That's P-Dubs. No, we already established that earlier.
No, P-Dubs just doesn't care if his wife has a good time or not. You just don't like
just
foreplay.
Wants to get to the end.
Yeah. I will say, what'd you think of the combat so far? Like, I found it really enjoyable because it's gruesome. Like, you're chopping people's heads off. Like, it's really satisfying in that aspect. The blocking, parrying, all that stuff's done really well. The sneak and assassination is good.
I'm trying to get to the spot where there was that boss fight. There we go. Here's some combat. I do like the combat. I thought it was good. I'm still getting used to the controls. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game in a long time, so it was a little weird at first, but the actual like the combat and everything is a ton of fun. So I think they've done a good job.
Well, I'm waiting to see where you're actually playing. All I'm seeing again
this is
more
what I was talking about. Everything's a goddamn cutscene. Everything's a goddamn cutscene.
Like, can you show me where you actually play and fight?
Well, what are you? Dude, we were right there.
Well, you're the one that is controlling it, not us.
I'm not clicking on anything. I think Mike is doing it, or Carl.
How could we click on your video on your computer, you dummy?
Meanwhile, look at that guilty as shit grin on his face. It's Carl messing around with the buttons.
Here we go. Here's some combat right here. There we
go. All right, let's get to some combat because this is what makes or breaks an Assassin's Creed game, right? So, So is it more like Ghosts of Tsushima,
Very similar to Ghost of Tsushima.
where the goal is actually block and then block or
There we
parry then attack, right?
Big time.
Like
Yeah.
it's not hack and slash. It's more okay.
Well, at least with this character, I don't know what it's going to be
Yeah.
like with what's his name, Yasuke, the other the
Yasuke.
samurai, whatever his name
Yusuke.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's going to be like because we've only really played as him for a very short period of time at the beginning of the game, and my understanding is that your paths will eventually cross, but you do play from both perspectives throughout the storyline until those paths cross. So I just haven't gotten to a point where I've transitioned back over to him. I'm still just playing as her right now.
So,
Which platform are you playing on, Nostalgia?
I'm playing this on PS5.
Yeah, okay.
not pro. He's not like me.
No.
Do you still get to jump off tall buildings into hay carts?
You
Yeah.
do, but one thing I haven't noticed yet, I haven't seen any opportunity to synchronize in the time I've been playing.
What do you mean to sync? Yeah, I've already done that like several times. I don't know if I have it in this specific clip, but you just have to look for it on your navigation bar up along the top. There's
Okay,
gonna be
so
like
I
a
can
little
synchronize.
eagle. Yeah, there'll be like a little eagle. Follow the eagle.
Mike,
and-
I bet, Mike, I have a feeling that you could beat this game in 10 hours without synchronizing. Synchronizing.
Not Assassin's Creed. These are long games. Long games.
I do like. We've talked about this
The
before.
graphics though looks so good. Look at that.
Yeah. We talked about it before. Back when I got my PS5 and I reached out to the community and you guys, and I said, guys, what is the first game I should play? Everyone said the Ghost game, Ghost of Tsushima, right? And I played through it, beat it, loved it. It was an absolute experience, right? If this game has a similar feel to it, Mike, does it have a similar feel to it?
I think so. Yeah.
Then I'm definitely willing to give this game a chance despite what all the activists on YouTube say. Does that make sense? Because we're not political channels.
No, I don't.
Carl is.
I don't want to
definitely
get.
more
I don't want to get into that stuff. Like to me, I don't care. And I think it's weird. Like apparently this is based on a real guy, but I still think it's
I know
weird.
nothing
Like the
about
way
it.
the story works. I don't know.
I know
Who
nothing
cares?
about
Is
it.
the game good or is the game bad? That's it. If
Yeah.
you enjoy it, great. If you don't, don't buy it. It's not a big deal.
I liked that Ghost game, and if it plays similar to that, and if it's fun, and considering I've liked Assassin's Creed games in the past, I'll give it a shot eventually. Not right away. I have way too much on my plate.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god.
Because these games take forever. Oh, excuse me, forever. All right, Carl, anything else on your plate before we wrap things up for the night?
Not at all. Just getting ready for the birthday weekend here.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to go check out the arcade that's near me, so I'm going to play some pinball this weekend.
Nice.
But that's it. What about you
Nice.
guys for the weekend? Anything
Happy
special?
early birthday, Carl. We love you, buddy.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
There is one thing I do want to talk about really quick. Nintendo Switch Online.
Nobody cares.
Oh God, Mike.
Nobody
Really?
cares.
They did a really bad
Really,
update.
dude.
They
Yes,
did
they
bunch of
released a
strategy
couple
games.
of shitty games. Let's wait until they announce cool games, and then we'll talk about
Why
it.
can't
How's
we
that
talk
sound?
about the
Mike?
negativity too?
Because,
You know,
Mike, it's been
because
an hour and 40 minutes. It's time to
And P
wrap
Dubs has got to go
it
eat
up.
because he never had a goddamn fucking ice cream cone. Oh,
Mike,
I can't go any further.
Another
Wait.
F-bomb. Too many F-bombs in this show. We're going to have to cut. We're going to have to trim this entire show and beep
We'll
everything
set up a
out.
swear jar
Yeah.
next week. I promise.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
Mike, if we're not able to shill what we're talking about, then I really don't want to
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah, I really hope your Ubisoft sponsors watch this show.
Well, me and Nostalgia have both partnered with Ubisoft to produce this content.
What a terrible.
That's the de facto line they
that's-
want you to say. Yeah,
That's exactly right.
Yeah. And
for the community,
Oh my God.
I'm shilling for the community. Never forget that.
yeah, so big happy birthday to Detroit Love, guys. Make sure you guys wish him happy birthday. I think for his birthday, maybe we should hook Carl up with something special. See what we can
I'm married.
figure
Thank you,
out
though.
here.
Appreciate it.
For this weekend, so over the weekend I got some romantic plans with my wife over the weekend, so I'll be tied up over the weekend.
Mike,
Literally.
P-dubs.
Literally.
P-dubs, just remember this for the weekend. It's more about the journey than it is about the destination. Okay, buddy? Just take it slow.
Apparently he gets her there, and you don't want to know what happens when she gets there.
Happy birthday. $10 from Jason to Detroit Love. There you go.
Thanks, Jason. And I've been enjoying playing some VR with you as well.
Yeah, it's been cool seeing more and more new people popping in. Like I pop into like a VR room and all of a sudden I'm like, oh wow, there's people here who I haven't seen yet, but I know who you are on like the live chats and stuff. So
Carl, we're getting tons of super chats. You gotta have more birthdays, buddy.
It's my birthday next weekend.
Thanks, B. Kirby. Appreciate it, brother.
B.
Thank you
Kirby,
very
the
much,
Chicago arcade guy, happy birthday. So
Well, the rest of them are gonna go. We're gonna stick around for the birthday super chat. So appreciate it, guys.
P-dubs has gotta eat.
I do. And guys, we're gonna automatically send you over to Gelga Guy 88's channel. So make sure you guys subscribe to him when you get over there. Oh no. Look at what you've started.
They better keep coming in. Carl's got a big hot date this weekend. He needs as many super chats and as much support as possible.
You better make sure Carl gets this $30, not me. Make sure that goes to
Make
Carl.
sure we split it 3 ways instead of 4. P-dubs doesn't want any of it.
Deal.
I think Carl wants the money.
Fuck Carl. Have a happy birthday.
This has probably been one of our worst episodes ever. What do you
I
guys think in the
disagree.
chat?
We had the strongest start to this episode than I think we've ever had.
This episode.
And the strongest finish as well.
Yeah, that's true. Now, guys, in the chat, you can be the deciding vote here. One in the chat if this was one of the best Super Game Room Dude episodes. 0 in the chat if this was one of the best Super Game Room Dude episodes. And you cannot put anything in the chat at all if it wasn't. So 0 or 1, and it's the best. Go ahead, guys.
I'm going to put a 2 because I think this was really one of our weakest
2
episodes.
is not an option. 2 means that you get kicked off the show.
Another $10 from E. Leo this time,
Thank
Carl.
you,
Look
Leo.
at that.
Nostalgia, seriously, it would mean a lot if this money
We split it 3
ways instead of 4.
I understand.
Like, I don't think
Brother,
P-dubs deserves any of it.
I'm right there with you.
Hey,
I'm right there with
I'm trying to be the nice guy here. I mean,
and real quick, Billy Woods, you asked about Stellar Pinball.
It's his birthday.
There's no new news from them, but last weekend they did put new stock out and they sold out immediately. I did pick up the topper for my illuminated cabinet, so that's supposed to come Monday. So look forward to a video if you want to see that topper as well.
So are you contractually obligated now to mention Stellar Pinball in every show we do?
No, someone asked about it.
Mike, somebody asked the question. Why are you
It's
being
a hot
so
topic.
God, you should apologize right now.
So Stephen, we're splitting it 2 ways now.
100%. Me and you, buddy.
Mike, just
you know what? I'll deposit all the cash. You drive up, meet me somewhere in Canada.
No one wants to come
just
to Canada and
spend it
see
in
you.
one shot.
Nobody else has the absolute cojones to tell you, but you keep saying, when are you coming to Canada to see me?
Yeah.
Why would anybody come to Canada just to see you? What do you have to offer? What's your value proposition?
I can
spend a
tell you.
really awkward 2 days with you just looking at them and being like, ooh.
Mike, I can literally tell you what the value proposition is. I'll have all the super chat money.
And then do what with it? And then you'll be like, do you want to go to this little claw machine arcade and like be weird?
Go eat, brother.
Let's do it. Oh, sorry,
Carl, whenever you're ready, send these people on their way.
All right, we're gonna need one more super chat before we can end it. So
no, I agree. We need at least. You know what?
No, don't do that because then people give a shit.
We got another.
They're stealing from the
15 minutes.
community.
Oh God! Please, somebody throw $1 in so I can hit the end button.
No, we don't need any more super chats, guys.
Here it is. You got it.
Thanks, Meatball.
Thank you so much,
Meatball.
Yeah.
Now you just bought Dubs a dinner there. Now he can eat.
Yeah.
All right,
hey
guys.
Before we appreciate you from.
Everybody wish Carl a happy 83rd birthday. Carl, take it away.
He was taken away, and you interrupted him again, Mike.
No, he won't be able to do that
Mike
anymore.
is brutal today. I'm sorry, Carl.
Go ahead.
The floor's all yours, buddy.
It's yours, Carl.
Michael, you all done? You got anything
He's
else?
done. He's done.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Friday Fun Night. We appreciate you. Thank you for the super chats, man. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. We appreciate you. Love you. And until next time, we'll see you on the web.
If you were offended by anything that was said or happened during tonight's live stream, don't forget, it's only March. You still have time to work on that New Year's resolution and work on yourself in 2025.
Boom, boom.